Hello viewers, welcome to 5 Mantra Career Point. Let's start with the first question. First read the first question. What's the first question he has given here? The present ages of Reena and Usha are 24 years and 36 years respectively. And ఇక్కడ ఏంటి పాయింట్ ఏమి ఇచ్చాడు ఇక్కడ? సో Reena's age is 24 years and Usha age is 36 years. Okay. Yes, here what is the question is asking? What was the ratio between the ages of Usha and Reena respectively 8 years ago అంటున్నాడు. Okay. Yes, here but what is the question he framed here? Be careful. The present age of Reena Usha is 24 and 36. So Reena age is 24 and Usha age is 36. Okay. But what is the question is asking? What was the ratio between the age of Usha and Reena respectively 8 years ago? Okay. Yes, here be careful. Here is asking Usha to Reena ratio. Okay. Usha to Reena ratio. So Usha by Reena. So right now Usha's age is how many years? 36 years. Okay, yeah, you have to be very careful. So Usha's age is 36 years. Okay, so I'm writing it as 36 by, then what about Reena's age? So Reena age is 24 years. Okay, at present Usha age is 36 years and Reena age is 24 years. Okay, but what is the question is asking? What is the ratio between the age of Usha and Reena respectively 8 years ago? Ante 8 years backward elemantunnadu. Okay, so 8 years backward ante, so you have to subtract 8 years from Usha, in the same way 8 years from Reena. Okay, yes, here so 36 minus 8, so this value will become how much? 28. In the same way 24 minus 8, this value will become how much? 16, right? Yes, here if you cancel this, so 4 7s are 4 4s are. Okay, so the ratio between the age of Usha and Reena respectively 8 years ago is 7:4. Okay, then option goes to A. Option goes to A. Okay, but see here, be careful. Here first he has given Reena and then afterwards Usha. Okay, then at last in the question what is asking is asking the ratio between Usha to Reena. The ratio between Usha to Reena. Okay, so directly if you do like this, Reena by Usha. Okay, so Reena age is 24 at present and Usha age is 36 at present. Okay, so what is the question is asking? 8 years back, what is the ratio? Directly subtract minus 8 minus 8. So 24 minus 8, it is 16 and 36 minus 8, it is 28. Okay, then see here, so 4 4s are 4 7s are. Okay, yes, see here what is the answer you got here? 4:7, but this is absolutely wrong. Okay, what is the question is asking? The question is asking between the ages of Usha to Reena, not Reena to Usha. Okay, let's see what's the answer you got here? 4:7. That will be available in the options. That will be available in the options. Okay, you have to be very careful in the exam. Okay, so you need to recall and remind the question. Okay, what is asking? The ratio between Usha to Reena. Yes, here such type of questions they're asking in present examinations, because of you will be in too much tension. Okay, you will be, I mean that you need to you used to see the time. Okay, మీరు టైం చూస్తూ ఉంటారు, ఎంత టైం ఉంది అని. ఓకే, సో ఫటాఫట క్వశ్చన్ పటాపట చదివేస్తూ ఉంటారు. ఓకే, ఎస్, అలా వెళ్ళిపోతుంటే మీకు ఆన్సర్ రెడీగా ఉంటుంది. సో ఆన్సర్ వస్తుంది, ఆ ఆన్సర్ ఇక్కడ రెడీగా ఉంటుంది ఆప్షన్స్లో. ఓకే, దెన్ సీ హియర్ యూ విల్ బీ గెటింగ్ సాటిస్ఫైడ్ ఇన్ ద ఎగ్జామ్. బట్ వెన్ ఎవర్ యూ సీ ద ఆన్సర్ షీట్, దెన్ you can't do anything because of ఒకసారి ఎగ్జామ్ అయిపోయిందంటే మీరు మళ్ళీ 1 year వరకు వెయిట్ చేయాల్సిందే. ఓకే, ఎస్, హియర్ ఏమన్నా తప్పులు ఉన్నా కూడా క్లాస్ని చేయండి, దెన్ యూ రెక్టిఫై ఇట్, బట్ డోంట్ డూ ద సేమ్ మిస్టేక్స్ ఇన్ ద ఎగ్జామ్. ఓకే, సో ఎగ్జామ్ని టెస్ట్ చేస్తూ ఉంటారండి, వెదర్ యువర్ ప్రజెన్స్ అంటే మీ ప్రజెన్స్ ఆఫ్ మైండ్ ఉందా లేని టెస్ట్ చేస్తూ ఉంటారు. ఓకే, సో ఫస్ట్ క్వశ్చన్ అదే తీసుకున్నానండి, రైట్? యా, దెన్ విల్ గో విత్ ద నెక్స్ట్ క్వశ్చన్. ఎస్, హియర్ వెన్ ఎవర్ యూ వాంట్ టు రైట్ these things in your notes, okay, just to pause the video, then you write it and then again you start the video, right? Then next we'll go with the next question. A is 2 years older than B, who is twice as old as C. Okay, yes, here now what is the next point he has given? If the total ages of A comma B and C is 27, if the total ages of A comma B and C is 27, okay, then what is the question is asking? Then how old is B? Okay, so at last what is asking? He is asking the age of B, right? Yes, here what is the first point he has given? A is 2 years older than B, who is twice as old as C? Who is twice as old as C? Means this who talks about object of the previous sentence. Okay, whenever you get a who, it talks about object of the previous sentence. Okay, so whenever you get and, it talks about subject of the previous sentence, okay. But right now here we got who means it talks about object of the previous sentence. Means what is the object here? B is nothing but your object. Okay, you see here. So let us assume C's age is some x years. Let us assume C's age is some x years. Okay, you see here, what's the point? Who is twice as old as C? Then I can write it as B's age is nothing but 2x years. B's age is nothing but 2x years. Okay, then see here, what is the previous point he has given? A is 2 years older than B. అంటే ఇక్కడ మీనింగ్ ఏంటి? ఏ అనేవాడు B కన్నా 2 years ఎక్కువ. ఓకే, దేంట్లో ఏజ్ పరంగా చూసుకుంటే, రైట్? yes here, so A's age can be given as 2x plus 2. A's age can be given as 2x plus 2. Okay, yes here, because of this A's age is 2 years more than B, అంటే 2x plus 2 అయిపోతుంది. Okay, then what is the next point he has given? If the total ages of A, B and C is 27. Okay, yes here, so ages of A, B, C, total value is nothing but how much? 27, right? Yes here, just to add all these things, so 2x, x, total how much? 5x. Okay, and here 2 is also there, right? Directly you add 5x plus 2, right? Then this 5x can be given as, so 27 minus 2, so 5x value is nothing but 25, then x value will become how much? 5. So at last we found the value of x, so that x value is nothing but how much? 5. Okay, but what is the question is asking? Then how old is B? Okay, so he's asking to find the age of B, right? So here we considered age of B is nothing but 2x, then you multiply 2 with what's the value of x here? Here we found the x value is nothing but how much? 5. Just to multiply it with 5. Okay, then 2 5s are how much? 10. Okay, then the age of B is 10 years. The age of B is 10 years. Okay, we'll go with the next question. Yeah, read the third question. So what's the question he has given? Kohli is younger than Yuvraj by 7 years. Kohli is younger than Yuvraj by 7 years. Okay, then what is the meaning of this sentence? What is the meaning of this sentence? Kohli is younger than Yuvraj by 7 years means కోహ్లీ అనేవాడు ఏజ్ పరంగా యువరాజ్ కన్నా 7 years తక్కువ అని చెప్తున్నాడు. ఓకే, దెన్ హూ ఈజ్ ఎల్డర్ హియర్? యువరాజ్ ఈజ్ ఎల్డర్. ఓకే, సో హౌ మెనీ ఇయర్స్ దిస్ గాయ్ ఈజ్ ఎల్డర్ to compare to Kohli? It is some 7 years. Okay, yes here, then next point what he has given, if their ages are in the respective ratio, that is 7:9 he has given. And then what is the question is asking? How old is Kohli? How old is Kohli? Means you need to find the age of Kohli. You need to find the age of Kohli. Okay, so let us assume Kohli age is some x years. Kohli's age is some x years. Then automatically what is the age of Yuvraj? Then what is the age of Yuvraj? Okay, see what is the point he has given? Kohli is younger than Yuvraj. Okay, Kohli అనేవాడు యువరాజ్ తో కంపేర్ చేసుకుంటే 7 years చిన్న. ఓకే, దెన్ సీ హియర్ హౌ యూ విల్ రిప్రజెంట్ ఇన్ ద మ్యాథమెటికల్ ఫార్మ్ హియర్. సో కోహ్లీ ఏజ్ మనం ఎక్స్ అనుకుంటే, సో యువరాజ్ ఏజ్ ఎంత అవ్వాలి మనకు? ఆటోమేటిక్గా ఎక్స్ ప్లస్ 7 అనాలి. ఎక్స్ ప్లస్ 7 అవ్వాలి. ఓకే, ఆర్ అదర్వైజ్ యూ కెన్ కన్సిడర్ లైక్ దిస్ ఆల్సో. సీ హియర్ యువరాజ్ ఏజ్ ఎక్స్ అనుకుంటా అని నువ్వు అనుకోవచ్చు. ఓకే, ఎస్ హియర్ దెన్ ఆటోమేటికల్లీ కోహ్లీస్ ఏజ్ ఏమవ్వాలి? చిన్నోడు కదా. సో ఎన్ని ఇయర్స్ చిన్నోడు అంటే 7 years చిన్నోడు కాబట్టి ఫ్రమ్ దిస్ ఎక్స్ యూ సబ్స్ట్రాక్ట్ 7. From this x you subtract 7. Okay, so both assumptions are right. Okay, but see what is the next point he has given? If their ages are in the respective ratio 7:9, if their ages are in the respective ratio 7:9 means so Kohli by Yuvraj. Okay, yes here Kohli's age how much we consider here? X. In the same way Yuvraj age ఎంత అనుకున్నాము ఇక్కడ మనము? x plus 7 అనుకున్నాము. Okay, so automatically ఇక్కడ ఏమి ఇచ్చాడు పాయింట్? వాళ్ళ రెస్పెక్టివ్ రేషియో ఎలా ఉంది? సో 7:9. 7:9. Okay, just to cross multiply here, so 9 into x how much? 9x. Then 7 into x how much? 7x plus 7 sevens are how much? 49. 7 sevens are how much? 49. Okay. Then see here, you shift the 7x to left side. So that will become how much? 2x. 9x minus 7x. So this value will become how much? 2x. So 2x value is equal to how much? 49. Then x value will become how much? 49 by 2. So 49 by 2, this value will become how much? So 24.5. So 24.5, where this x is nothing but Kohli's age, where this x is nothing but Kohli's age. But what the question is asking, how old is Kohli? Then directly we can say that this x is nothing but Kohli's age. So your answer goes to option C. Your answer goes to option C. Okay. But see here also we'll get the same answer. But see here, so here Kohli's age is nothing but how much here? X minus 7. And Yuvraj age is nothing but how much? X. Okay. So what is the respective ratio? That is 7:9. Okay. So the respective ratio is 7:9. Just to cross multiply here. So 9 into x how much? 9x minus 9 sevens are how much? 63. Then 7 into x how much? 7x. Right. Then if you shift this 7x to left side, so we'll be left with 2x. So and shift this minus 63 to right side, so it will act as plus 63. Then 2x value equal to 63. Then x value will become 63 by 2. So here you are going to get 31.5. Here you are going to get x value is 31.5. But what is x here? What we assumed here, x is nothing but Yuvraj age. But what the question is asking? Is asking to find the age of Kohli. Is asking to find the age of Kohli. Okay. Let's see here. So what we assumed here, Kohli's age x minus 7. Already we found x value equal to how much? 31.5. And you subtract 7 here, so you'll be getting 24.5, where this 24.5 is nothing but Kohli's age. But see here, what you will prefer here. So you need to go with the first method, because of directly you are going to get the answer what is asking. Okay. But here again you need to go with the extra 1 or 2 steps. Okay. But in the point of examination, just you can read the question. And what is asking, how old is Kohli? Means you need to find the age of Kohli. So directly you can consider Kohli's age is X. Okay. So directly we'll get the answer in the meantime. Right? Yeah. Next we'll go with the next question. Yeah. See here. Now read the question. What's the question he has given? What's the question he has given? The ratio of the father's age to the son's age is 4:1. The ratio of the father's age to son's age is 4:1. Okay. Let's see here. What's the first point he has given? Father to son's age ratio. So that is 4:1. Okay. Let's see here. So he has given the very first point, that is father to son's age is 4:1. Okay. So directly I am considering this ratio. See here, I am going to convert this ratio in terms of ages. Okay. That is, I am considering father's age is some 4x years. In the same way, son's age is some x years. Okay. Again, if you solve this, you are going to get the same ratio, that is 4:1. Right. Then see here, what is the next point he is asking here? The product of their ages is 196. Okay. The product of their ages is 196. Just you multiply this father's age with son's age. Okay. That is 4x into x. So this value equal to how much? 196. 4x into x is equal to how much? 196. Okay. You see here. So x into x, this value will become x square. So at last we will be left with 4x square. So 4x square value equal to how much? 196. In the same way, x square value will become how much? So here 4 ones are 4 fours are 16, and will be left with 36. Okay. So 4 how many times? 4 nines are 36. Right. You see here. So at last we found x square value equal to 49. Then x value will become how much? X value will become how much? 7. Okay. Yeah. See here, we found x value equal to 7. So directly if you substitute x value in this equations, you are going to get father's present age and also son's age. Okay. X is nothing but son's age. Na? So x value equal to 7 years, where x is nothing but son's age. Okay. Then what about the father's age? 4x. So 4 into 7, that value will become how much? 28 years. Then father's age. See here we found father's age, that is 28 years, and son's age is 7 years. Okay. But here what the question is asking? What will be the ratio of their ages after 5 years? after 5 years. Means is talking about the ratio between the father's age to son's age after 5 years. Okay, you see here he is asking father's to son's age ratio. Okay, then after how many years? 5 years. Okay, so right now father's age is how many years? That is 28 years. Okay, so father's age is how much? 28 years. Just you add 5 years to him. Okay, in the same way, right now what is the son's age here? So right now son's age is 7. In the same way you add 5 years to son. Okay, so at last we are going to get father by son's ratio, that is 28 plus 5, that will become how much? 36. In the same way 7 plus 5 value will become how much? 12. So he's asking ratio na, just you cancel this thing with 3. So 3 11s and 3 4s. Okay, so at last we got a ratio that is 11 is to 4. Okay, then option D is right answer. Option D is right answer. Okay, then we'll go with the next question. The average age of, okay, see here he's talking about average age. Okay, the average age of a man and his son is 27 years. Okay, you see here, if I ask what is the meaning of average, directly again you will turn the same thing. Okay, what is that? Sum of observations by total number of observations antarante. Okay, but see here, what is the question I asked here? What is the meaning of average? Not what is the formula of average. Everybody knows that average is nothing but sum of observations by total number of observations. But see here, I am asking the meaning of average. Okay, the meaning of average can be termed as equal distribution. Average is nothing but equal distribution. Okay, so all these things we'll discuss at the time of discussing the average topic. Okay, but first you need to know the formula of average. Okay, yes, here, so average can be given as sum of observations. Average can be given as sum of observations by total number of observations. Yes, here, so average can be given as sum of observations by total number of observations. Okay, yes, here, now you observe the question, the average age of a man and his son. Okay, see here, in the term only here I used observations. అబ్జర్వేషన్స్ అంటే ఏంటి, ఏం కనబడుతుందో చూడండి ఒకసారి. ఓకే, ఇక్కడ ఎన్ని అబ్జర్వేషన్స్ ఉన్నాయంటే ఒక మనిషి ఉన్నాడు అండ్ తన యొక్క కొడుకు కూడా ఉన్నాడు. ఓకే, సో హియర్ వీఆర్ గోయింగ్ టు గెట్ 2 observations. Okay, here we are going to get 2 observations. Means there are 2 persons here, one is father and one is son. Okay, and their average age, how much here they have given here? 27 years. Their average age is 27 years. Okay, you see here, then here we will be left with the sum of observations, means sum of their ages. Okay, so that is one is man and one is his son. Okay, you see here, from here we can write man plus son, or otherwise the sum of the ages of man and his son. That value will become how much? Just you cross multiply here, 2 into 27, so that value will become how much? 54. This is the first point we got here. Right, so see here, the sum of the ages of man and his son is 54 years. This is the first point we got here. Then we'll go with the next point. The ratio of their ages is 8:1. Okay, the ratio of their ages is 8:1. The ratio of their ages is 8:1. అంటే మీనింగ్ ఏంటి ఇక్కడ? సో టోటల్ ఏజ్లో మ్యాన్కి ఎన్ని పార్ట్స్ రావాలంట? 8 పార్ట్స్ రావాలంట. ఓకే, మరి సన్కి ఎన్ని పార్ట్స్ రావాలంటే ఇక్కడ 1 పార్ట్ అంట. ఓకే, యస్ హియర్, సో టోటల్ హౌ మెనీ పార్ట్స్ వీ హ్యావ్ హియర్? టోటల్ 9 పార్ట్స్. ఓకే, సో పార్ట్స్ పరంగా చూసుకుంటే మనకి 8 పార్ట్స్ ఏజ్ అనేది ఎవరికి రావాలి? మ్యాన్కి రావాలి. అండ్ 1 పార్ట్ ఏజ్ అని ఎవరు రావాలి? సన్కి రావాలి. ఓకే, సో టోటల్ పార్ట్స్ ఎన్ని ఉన్నాయి ఇక్కడ మనకి? టోటల్ పార్ట్స్ 9 పార్ట్స్. టోటల్ పార్ట్స్ ఈస్ నథింగ్ బట్ 9 పార్ట్స్. సో టోటల్ ద సమ్ ఆఫ్ దర్ ఏజెస్, దట్ వాల్యూ ఈక్వల్ హౌ మచ్? 54. So directly we can equate 9 parts value equal to 54. Okay, but here what is the question is asking? What will be the son's age after 6 years? What will be the son's age after 6 years? Means you need to find present son's age. Okay, yes, here already we found that 9 parts value equal to 54. Then right now you need to find 1 part value, because of son is having only 1 part. Okay, so first you find 1 part value. So 1 part value equal to 9, I mean that 1 part value equal to 54 by 9. So that is nothing but 6 years. Okay, yes, here 1 part is nothing but 6 years, where that 1 part is nothing but present age of son, where that 1 part is nothing but present age of son. Okay, but what the question is asking, what will be the son's age after 6 years? Okay, 6 years tarvata enta antunnadu. Okay, then see here son's age after 6 years. Okay, yeah, son's age after 6 years. At present the age of son is 6, then after 6 years means you have to add 6. Okay, so here 6 plus 6, so that value will become how much? 12 years. That value will become how much? 12 years. Okay, you see here the age of son after 6 years will be 12 years, right? Yeah, then we'll go with the next question. Next we'll go with the 6th question. In a family, the average age of a father and mother is 35 years. Okay, so ఒక ఫ్యామిలీ ఉందంట, సో అందులో ఒక ఫాదర్ ఒక మదర్ ఉన్నారు. సో వాళ్ళ యావరేజ్ ఏజ్ ఎంత అంటున్నాడు ఇక్కడ మనకి? 35 years అంటున్నాడు. ఓకే, సో నో నీడ్ టు రైట్ ఆల్ దిస్ ఫార్ములాస్. ఓకే, సో ఇన్ ద పాయింట్ ఆఫ్ ఎగ్జామినేషన్ nobody will see how much you have written, what formulas you have written. Just you need to substitute the values here. Okay, yes, here. So how many persons are there? Initially for the first point there are 2 persons. One is father and one is mother. Okay, so there are 2 persons and their average age is nothing but how much? It is 35 years. Okay, yes, here one is a father and one is a mother. One is a father and one is a mother, right? So directly from here we can find the sum of the age of father and mother. Sum of the ages of father and mother, that is 2 into 35. This value will become how much? 70 years. Okay, from the first point we found that the sum of the age of father and mother, it is 70 years. Okay, then what about the next point? The average age of father, mother and their only son, that is 27 years. Okay, the average age of father, mother and their only son is 27 years. Means here we can find 3 observations. One is father and one is mother and one is their only son. Okay, so their average how much he has given? That is 27. Okay, and the sum of their ages we can find it. One is mother, one is father and one is their only son. Okay, so from here we can find the sum of the age of mother, father and their only son. That value will become how much here? Mother plus father plus son. So 27 threes, that value will become how much? 81. That value will become how much? 81. Okay, yes, here from the first point we found the sum of the age of father and mother, that is 70 years. Okay, from the second point we found the sum of the age of mother, father and their only son, that is 81 years. Okay, yes, here now what is the question is asking? What is the age of the son? What is the age of the son? Okay, just to substitute equation 1 in equation 2, that's all. Just to substitute equation 1 in equation 2. Okay, see here the sum of the age of father and mother, that value equal how much? 70. So directly substitute here. So this value equal how much? 70. Okay, so 70 plus son's age, this value has to become how much? 81. So you need to find the value of son's age. So son's age can be given as 81 minus 70. So son's age value will become how many years? 11 years. So son's age value will become how much? 11 years. Okay, yeah, then next we'll go with the next question. Next we'll go with 7th question. Yes, here what's the question he has given? The ratio between the age of 2 persons A and B is 2:3. Okay, yes, here he didn't mention about whether it is a present or past or future. Okay, so whenever he won't mention anything, you have to consider it as only present. That's all. Okay, in the first sentence he didn't mention about whether it is past or present or future. Okay, so మనకి ఏమి ఇవ్వనప్పుడు మనం ఏమనుకోవాలండి? మనం ఆటోమేటిక్గా ఇది present అనే అనుకోవాలి. Okay, yeah, see here before explaining this question, first I need to give some simple example. So just you see here, let us assume there are 2 persons. One is A and one is B. Okay, you see here at present age of A is nothing but 10 years and age of B is nothing but some 15 years. Let us assume. Okay, Just here the ratio between A and B, right now this will become 2:3. Right now it will become 2:3. Okay, then see here, what is the ratio between A and B after another 5 years? Means what you will do, you have to add plus 5 to this 10, so this will become how much? 15, and this will become how much? 20 years. Okay, so the ratio will become how much? 3:4. The ratio will become how much? 3:4. Okay, then see here, if I ask what is the ratio between A and B after another 5 years, means what you will do, for this 15 again you add 5, this will become how much? 20 years, and this will become how much? 25 years. Okay, so the ratio will become how much here? 4:5. 4:5. Okay, just here, from here just go backward for 5 years. Okay, then what you will get here? So this guy will go 5 years backward, so this will become how many years? 5 years, and this will become how many years? 10 years. Okay, yes, here what is the ratio here we are going to get here? 5 ones are 5 twos are 5 ones are 5 twos are, means see here we can conclude that whenever you move into future, or otherwise whenever you move forward, okay, you see here the ratio in terms of number it is increasing. The ratio in terms of number it is increasing. Okay, see here whenever you go backward, or otherwise past, see here the ratio in terms of number it is decreasing. Simply we can say that whenever you move forward the ratio has to be increased, right? Whenever you go backward the ratio has to be decreased. Okay, so this point now we are going to apply in this question. Okay, yeah, see here, now read the question. What's the question he has given? The ratio between the ages of two persons A and B is 2:3. Okay, the ratio between the ages of two persons A and B is 2:3, right? So there are two persons, one is A and one is B, right? So at present, see here in the first sentence they didn't mention anything here. Okay, so directly you have to assume itself they're talking about present. So what's the present ratio? That is 2:3. Present ratio is nothing but 2:3. Okay, and after 5 years this ratio will become how much? 3:4. Means after 5 years, means they are talking about future. After 5 years means they are talking about future. Okay, so what's the future ratio he has given? 3:4. 3:4. Okay, see here already we derived one point. Whenever you move forward the ratio in terms of number must be increased. See here initially it is 2:3, then afterwards it is 3:4. Okay, so here this ratio is nothing but a balanced ratio. This ratio is nothing but a balanced ratio. Okay, yes, see here just you check the difference between this A between present and future, and B between present and future. Okay, yes, see here, so 3 parts minus 2 parts, that is 1 part. In the same way 4 parts minus 3 parts, that is 1 part. Okay, yes, here the difference in terms of parts, that is 1 part. Here the difference in terms of parts, that is 1 part. In the same way here the difference is also same 1 part. Here the difference is also same 1 part. Okay, you see here, so directly you can equate this 1 part value is equal to 5 years. So directly you can equate this 1 part value equal to 5 years. Okay, now what is the question is asking? Find the present age of A. Find the present age of A. Okay, you see here present లో A కి ఎన్ని పార్ట్స్ ఉన్నాయండి? ఇక్కడ మనకి present లో A కి ఎన్ని పార్ట్స్ ఉన్నాయి? 2 parts ఉన్నాయి. Okay, you see here already we found one thing, that is 1 part value equal to how many years? 5 years. Already we found 1 part value is equal to how many years? 5 years. Okay, but here what's the question is asking? Find the present age of A. Okay, find the present age of A. So present లో A కి ఎన్ని పార్ట్స్ ఉన్నాయండి? ఇక్కడ మనకి 2 parts ఉన్నాయి. Okay, is asking to find the value of 2 parts. Okay, so that is 1 part value equal to 5 years, then 2 parts value will become how many years? 10 years. So this is nothing but present age of A. Okay, but see here by this method we can find present age of A and present age of B, and after 5 years we can find the future age of A and also future age of B. Okay, so here you can find 3 parts value. 1 part it is 5, 3 parts value equal how much? 15 years. Means by this method we can find easily present age of A, present age of B, future age of A, and also future age of B. Okay, yes, here. So 2 parts value equal to 10 years, 3 parts value equal to 15 years, 4 parts value equal to 20 years. Okay, so we can find all these answers. Okay, present age of A and B and future age of A and B. Okay, yes, here. Normally we'll go with the conventional method also. Just you see the conventional method. What's the conventional method? Okay, yes, here. Let us assume. See, the ratio between the age of two persons A and B is 2:3. Okay, 2:3 means let us assume A age is nothing but 2x years and B's age is nothing but some 3x years. Okay, at present the ages of A and B are 2x and 3x. 2x and 3x, right? Yes, here I can write like this: A by B is equal to A का age is nothing but 2x and B का age is nothing but 3x. Okay, you see here after 5 years in the sense A has to move 5 years forward. అంటే A అనేవాడు 5 years ముందుకు వెళ్ళిపోవాలి, మరి B అనేవాడు అక్కడే కూర్చుంటాడా? కూర్చోడు. సో B అనేవాడు కూడా 5 years ముందుకు వెళ్ళిపోతాడు. ఓకే, సో after 5 years the ratio between their ages equal to how much? 3:4. So the ratio between their ages is 3:4. Okay, yes, just to cross multiply. 4 2s are how much? 8x. 4 5s are how much? 20. In the same way, so 3 3s are how much? 9x plus 5 3s are how much? 15. 5 3s are how much? 15. Okay, yeah, just you shift the terms here. Okay, get the x terms one side and the remaining number terms one side, right? If you shift 8x to right side, it will become 9x minus 8x. You are going to get x. So if you shift this 15 to left side, it will act as minus 15. So 20 minus 15, so that you are going to get 5. In the same way here also, so we got that one part value equal to 5. Here also we got that x value equal to 5. Both are same. Both the things are same. Okay, but this is nothing but conventional method. I mean that this is nothing but conventional method in the point of exam. Okay, this is nothing but a conceptual method, right? You need to know this thing and you have to apply this thing in the exam. Got the point? Yeah, see here we found x value equal to 5, right? Now what is the question they are asking? What is the present age of A? Okay, yes, here. So A's present age is nothing but how much? 2x. Okay, you substitute x in this equation. So you are going to get 2 into 5. So that value equal to how many years? 10 years. Okay, then the present age of A is equal to how many years? 10 years. Right? Next, we'll go with the next question, 8th question. The ratio between the ages of two persons A and B is 5:6. Okay, you see here there are two persons. One is A and one is B. See, there are two persons. One is A and one is B. So here he didn't mention about whether it is past or present or future. Okay, so you need to consider it is present. It is present, right? So what is the ratio between A and B at present? That is 5:6. That is 5:6. Okay, and after 8 years this ratio will become how much? 9:10. Okay, and after 8 years in the sense they are talking about future. They are talking about future, right? So after 5 years, it is after 8 years. It is after 8 years, right? Yeah, this ratio will become how much? 9:10. Means they are talking about future, and this ratio will become how much? 9:10. Okay, yeah, see here, already I said, see here, whenever you are moving forward, the ratio must be increased. Whenever you are moving backward, the ratio has to be decreased. Okay, you see here, from present you are moving to future. Okay, see here, if you observe the numbers here, initial ratio is 5:6, then the next ratio is 9:10. Means the ratio is increased in terms of number. Okay, means I can say that this is nothing but a balanced ratio. This is nothing but a balanced ratio. Okay, yeah, now check the difference. Now check the difference here. You see here, 9 minus 5, so that is the difference equal to how many parts? 4 parts. In the same way, 10 minus 6, the difference equal to how many parts? 4 parts. The difference is nothing but how many parts? 4 parts. Means directly you can equate this 4 parts value. This 4 parts value is equal to 8 years. Directly you can equate this 4 parts value is equal to 8 years. Okay, so here we got 4 parts value equal to 8 years. Okay, now what is the question is asking? Find the present age of B. Find the present age of B, right? You see here, present age of B. In present, B is having how many parts here? 6 parts. Okay, in present, B is having how many parts? 6 parts. Okay, so here you need to find 6 parts value. You need to find 6 parts value. Okay, first you need to find one part value. Means one part equal to 8 by 4. 1 part equal to 8 by 4, that is nothing but 2. Or otherwise, when you multiply 4 with 2, you are going to get 8, where this 2 is nothing but 1 part value. 1 part value equal how many years? 2 years. Okay, then here I need to find 6 parts value. So 6 into 2, so that value will become how many years? 12 years. So 6 into 2, that value will become how many years? 12 years. Okay, let's see here also we can find the present age of B, and also we can find the present age of A, and also we can find the future age of A, and also we can find the future age of B. Whatever you want, you can find from this method. Right, now let's go with 9th question. Yeah, first read the question. What's the question he has given? The ratio between the ages of two persons P and Q is 5:8. Okay, just see here there are two persons here, one is P and one is Q. Okay, yeah, see here what is the present ratio he has given? Here the present ratio is 5:8. Here the present ratio is 5:8. Okay, and after 4 years means they are talking about future. And after 4 years means they are talking about future. This ratio will become how much? 2:3. This ratio will become how much? 2:3. Okay. Yes, here already have given one point. What is it? Listen. So see here, whenever we are moving forward, okay, I mean that whenever you are moving future, the ratio has to be increased. Okay. So whenever you are coming backward, the ratio has to be decreased. Okay. But see here, if you observe here from you are moving from present to future. Okay, so ultimately your ratio has to be increased, but here it is decreased. Okay, so this condition can be called as an unbalanced equation. Okay, or otherwise an unbalanced condition. Okay, yes, see here already have given another point also. See, there are two persons here, P and Q. In terms of parts, there is difference of 3 parts. There is difference of 3 parts. Okay, just here let us assume P's age is 5 years, Q's age is 8 years. So difference between both of them equal to 3 years. Let us assume. Okay, then see here after 4 years, then here what is the difference here we got here? The difference is nothing but 1 part we got here. Here we got 1 part. Okay, but already I have given 1 point. Okay, see here the difference between the ages of any two persons, okay, in throughout life, okay, so it must be a constant one, right? See here the difference here I got 3 parts, and here I got a difference of 1 part. Okay, so this condition can be called as unbalanced condition. Okay, yeah, just wait. Yeah, now it's our responsibility to make it into a balanced condition or a balanced equation. Okay, just see here what is the difference you are going to get here? Here what is the difference you are going to get here? Here difference is nothing but how many parts here? Difference is nothing but 3 parts. Okay, just see here what is the difference you are going to get here? This difference is nothing but 1 part. Okay, just see here if you subtract 5 from it, you are going to get 3 parts. If you subtract 2 from 3, you are going to get 1 part. Okay, so to make this condition into a balanced condition, so you need to multiply this entire ratio with this difference, that the difference is nothing but how many parts? 1 part. Okay, so you have to multiply this entire ratio with this difference. So this difference is nothing but how many parts? 8 minus 5, so that will be equal to 3 parts. Okay, yeah, now you see, and you forget about old values. Okay, so now you see just only new values, that's all. Yeah, see here, so you multiply here 1 into 5 how much? 5. 1 5 is how much? 5. Next 1 8 is how much? 8. Next 3 2 is how much? 6. And 3 3 is how many parts? This will become 9 parts. Okay, you see here, now you forget about old values, just consider only new values here. Okay, you see here present ratio between P and Q, it is 5:8, and after 4 years the future ratio will become 6:9. Okay, but see here actually the real ratio is nothing but 6:9. The real ratio is nothing but 6:9. But see here, what is the property of a ratio? See here, ratio must be in its lowest terms. Ante enti? So lowest terms ante ikkada meaning entante, for example, if you take 6:9, okay, ఇది పర్ఫెక్ట్ రేషియో అంటే ఇది పర్ఫెక్ట్ రేషియో అని చెప్పగలుగుతామంటే చెప్పలేమండి. ఎందుకంటే we can further cancel this like this. 3 2s are 3 3s are. Okay, yeah, see here this 2:3 is nothing but a perfect ratio, where this 6:9 is nothing but an improper ratio. This is not at all a ratio. Okay, see here, because of we can cancel this. Okay, so that is nothing but 2:3, right? Yeah, see here, now just concentrate on only new values, that's all. Okay, so present ratio is 5:8. After 4 years the ratio is 6:9. Then what's the difference here? 6 minus 5, one part, and 9 minus 8, that will be one part. Okay, so that one part value is nothing but 4 years. You can equate like this, that one part value is nothing but 4 years. Listen, so 6 minus 5, that will become one part. So 9 minus 8, that will become one part. So this one part value is equal to how many years? 4 years. Okay, so directly I'm writing here. So here one part value is equal to 4 years. One part value equal to how many years? 4 years. Okay, now what is the question is asking? Find out the present age of Q. Find out the present age of Q. Okay, you forget about old values, just concentrate on only new values. Present Q, how many parts here we have here? 8 parts. Okay, means is asking to find 8 parts value is equal to how much? Okay, so one part value equal to 4 years, then 8 parts value will become how much? So 1 into 4, how much? 4. In the same way, if you multiply this with 4, 8 4s are how many years? 32 years. So this is your answer. So option C is the right answer. I think now you got this concept, I think so. Okay, yeah, next we'll go with the next question. That is 10th question. The age of Anjali is 5 times the age of her son. Okay, see here there are two persons. One is Anjali and next one is her son. Okay, next, after 12 years she will be twice the age of her son. Okay, yeah, see here there is two terms here we have here. One is first statement talks about present and second statement talks about future. Okay, so there are two persons here. One is Anjali and another person is her son. Okay, so there are two persons. What is the present ratio he has given? So there is a ratio of 5:1, I think so. See here, the age of Anjali is 5 times the age of her son. Okay, so let us assume her son ka age is nothing but one part. In terms of ratio, it is one part. Then automatically this Anjali age parts will become 5 parts. Okay, so there is a ratio of 5:1 between Anjali and her son. Okay, next point, and after 12 years means they are talking about future. And after 12 years means they are talking about future. Anjali will be or she will be twice the age of her son. Means if you consider her son age is one part, then automatically Anjali age will become how many parts? 2 parts. Okay, yes, here. So at present there is a ratio of 5:1. Then future it has to be increased, but here it is decreased. Means this condition is nothing but unbalanced condition, right? Yes, here now you make it as a balanced condition. Means you have to multiply this total entire ratio with this difference. What is the difference here we are going to get here? One part. Okay, yes, here you have to multiply this total entire ratio with this difference. This difference is nothing but how many parts? 5 minus 1. This value will become how many parts? 4 parts. Okay, now just you multiply. Yeah, now you multiply this 1 with 5. Okay, so you are going to get 5 parts here, and 1 ones are how much? 1 here, and the next one 4 twos are how much? 8 here, and 4 ones are how much? 4 here. Okay, just now you concentrate on only new values. Okay, yes, here 8 minus 5, that will become how many parts? 3 parts. So 4 minus 1, so that will become how many parts? 3 parts. Okay, means here we got 3 parts, and here also we are going to get 3 parts. Okay, means now directly you can equate this 3 parts value equal to how many years? 12 years. Okay, so now directly you can equate this 3 parts value is equal to how many years? 12 years. Means I can say that this 3 parts value is equal to how many years? 12 years. Okay, but now what is the question is asking? Find the present age of Anjali. Okay, you forget about old values, just concentrate on only new values. Okay, so present Anjali, how many parts it is? 5 parts. Means is asking 5 parts value. Okay, yeah, that will become first you need to find 1 part value. So 1 part value equal to 3 fourths are how much? 12. 3 4 is nothing but 12, means one part value is equal to 4 years. Okay, so you need to find the age of Anjali, that is nothing but 5 parts. So if you multiply with 4, 5 4s are how many years? It will become 20 years, means this is the age of Anjali. Okay, then your option goes to option A. Right? Thank you for watching this video. Have a good day.